Hi, my name is Cornel Agwu. I'm your financial fitness expert. I help you to save, to manage, and to multiply what you earn. I help you to answer the why and the how of your money. I'm live at Dream Academy. I'm super excited to be here. I'm going to be sharing on 3 powerful principles. Number 1 is called the myth of money. Number 2 is called the triangle of wealth. See, you can't Google this. You need to get the tape, you need to get the audio and listen to it. And the third one is understanding why you were broke. All right? Understanding why you were broke. See, do yourself a favor. Get the audio, get the CD, listen to it 25 times if you can, and I guarantee you will thank me and Pastor Dami for buying it. Thank you very much. I don't know why people don't like hearing about money. Cornel Agwu, actually. Yes, I'm not a military person. It's just a name. Then I met you for the first time in Asaba. You remember 2011?
Was that
House on the Road. Yes. You spoke about 5 ships.
Oh, yeah.
The Lord ship, the Son ship, the hard ship, the different ships actually. Yes. You remember, right? Yes. And that day you ran to me while I was sitting and you gave me a high five. And you said, you get? I said, I get. Go ahead. You know. Well, long story after that event. Okay, so let's talk about money. I don't have a lot of time, but in the small time that we have, about 30 minutes or less, I want to try to speak on what I titled Understanding the Myth of Money. The myth of money. Yes, the myth. Why do you want more money? Why do you want to get more money? Why are you here? Why do you wake up this morning? Why? Why do you want to make more money? Are you hungry? Is that why you want to make more money? Exactly. So what is driving your finance? What are you slaving for? What is the motivation behind your drive? See, your interpretation about what money is will stand as the beginning of your deliverance out of poverty. Poverty is just a concept. I first know that there's nothing called spiritual poverty or poverty that runs in our lineage. There's no hereditary poverty. Actually, so it can't bind the spirit of poverty. Are you getting what I'm saying? So if you want to kill poverty, can I tell you what? See, I've discovered the easiest way to kill poverty, Dami. The easiest way to kill poverty is when you get home this evening, look at the mirror with a sharp knife. Anyone that you see standing in the mirror, stab the person in the heart, no mercy. Once the person dies, you'll be free. That person is your biggest enemy. So, so, what is the first myth of money? What is the first myth of money? Please, can we just have one house? It's called savings. Pardon my handwriting. Very beautiful, I know. Yes, savings. So, you have heard the concept growing up, you should save money. And the person I always ask is, why should I save money? My father saved. My grandfather saved money. My mother did. But guess what? We're not like Dangote. Again, I ask you, haven't you been saving? But what are you saving for? So we save for 2 purposes. Number 1, we save to pay bills. This is not savings. This is storage. The second, we save for emergency. And guess what? Because we attract whatever we speak, you will have more of emergency. Again, it's not savings, it is expenditure. Guess what? Only 3% of people actually save for multiplying. So, I wrote this Nike and I passed. They said savings is a portion of our income not spent on consumption. How many of us remember that definition? Yes, we passed, right? No wonder accountants are broke.
Yes.
Because it wasn't. See, I lived that lie all through school. Oh, savings is a portion of our income not spent on consumption. A savings is a portion of our income not spent on consumption. You cry me to quote it and we pass.
But guess what? We save to spend. At the point that you save to pay your house rent, after paying your house rent, what happened? You are 1 million naira poorer than you were.
Come on.
So that is not saving. Can I tell you what the saving is? A portion of our income not spent on consumption, but invested. So your savings is not saved until it's invested. Let me put it that way. Your savings is not saved until you begin to multiply. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you don't save to pay rent, you invest to pay rent.
Come on.
You don't get what I'm just saying. See, there's something I call the circle of expenditure for the fools. Guess what? It's called N. You know the next one? Tax paid. You know the next one? Spend. How many of you remember somebody who does this? The person sitting near you? Yeah. So the N, the government will take it from you because they don't trust you.
Yeah.
And guess what happened? The one you take home is not even enough to take you home. So you can't even get to bus stop. Then you borrow back home.
Yeah.
But guess what? There are people who does this. They earn. Guess what they do? They multiply. Get what they do? They spend. Get what they do next? They tax. Do you know anybody that does that? This. I know one. The person is Cornel. And my cousin, Dangote. Don't beef me now. So the question is, what kind of culture are you running? Is it poverty culture or is it wealth culture? But let's get back to that savings. So they said save. If you don't save, you won't be free. Lies. How many rich people are saving?
Exactly.
What you have in an account and call it savings account is not. Nobody has ever doubled or multiplied what they have in the savings account.
Yeah.
Can I shock you? It takes you an average of 890 years to multiply what you have in the savings account. I will tell somebody, I said the fastest way to multiply your money or double your money just to fold into two. Once you fold into two, what happens? You have double it. So bank is not the right place to multiply or to save money into. It's not. And I hope you know that. But guess what bank will tell you? Bank will tell you, business is risky, don't do business. The person I always ask bankers is, why don't you give me loan to buy your shares?
Exactly.
They won't. You know why? I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. So, but guess what? You can't be financially free if you don't save. Remember I said don't save money? But remember I said you can't be financially free if you don't save. Because there's how to save to get out of poverty. The one is how to save. Please take this in down. KISS model for savings. Yes, you know why I know why I like KISS? I know all of us are adults, right? So you know what it means to kiss, right?
Yes.
So if you're married, once you are kissing, remember the model.
You are not married.
No, as you are doing it, remember the model. Okay, KISS model for savings. Care simply means keep 10% of what you earn into long-term investment. Please, I'll be a bit fast. I means invest 10% of what you earn into a medium-term asset. S means save 20% of what you earn into recurring expenditure asset. Number one, keep 10% of what you earn into long-term assets. Number two, invest 10% of what you earn into medium-term assets. The third one is save 20% of what you earn into recurring assets, recurring expenditure assets, and live or survive on 60%. Does it make sense? So it is 10, 10, 20, then 60. What does that mean? That what 60% cannot deliver, you are not authorized to have. You don't get what I'm just saying.
Sir, the last one.
Which is the last one now? This one I said, or this one? Which are the last now? S. The last S. Survive on 60%. Or finish 60%. Of what you earn. I'm telling you of what? You can't get my own money. It's your own money. But do you understand what I just said? The definition I just gave.
Yeah.
Now, which means that the 60% of what you earn, can I shock you, is enough to take care of your must-to-haves.
Yeah.
Your must-to-haves.
Yeah.
So when that money is not enough, is when you begin to think about the new phone that just came out. That's when you begin to think about that, okay, what I'm earning is no longer enough to take care of that amount of money, or that's my new desire. Please take down this thing I'm going to say. Your earning is never enough to satisfy all your yearnings. I'll say it again. Your earnings is never enough to satisfy all your yearnings. And can I say something again? Are you there? Are you done that?
Yeah.
Your earnings can never satisfy all your yearnings. All right? Yeah. And it's not more money that Cobb desires, it's his discipline. It's not more money that Cobb excessive desires, is what? It's discipline. It's discipline. Yes, please. You don't desire to have. So the question is, where you are living now, is it within your 60%? The vacation you want to go, is it within your 60%? The new phone, is it within your 60%? Can you know something, that 21st century poverty is no longer living in slums and ghetto?
Yeah.
It's living in Banana Island, Lekki Phase 1, Ikoyi. Guess what? 21st century poverty drives expensive cars, smells good, have dinner in a core hotel, lunch in 4 points, and breakfast in a rental. 21st century poverty shakes your hand and is very cold. But guess what? After all the expenses, at the end of the year, he has nothing to go back home. Poverty in 21st century is no longer an idea that we know. It's a lifestyle that we now live. August is here. Lagos will be half empty in August. Where are they going to? Vacation. Guess what? They will come back broke, because most of the money they went to vacation is borrowed. Who borrowed to spend? But before you accuse them, ask yourself, the last salary you have, where is the money? Where is 60% of that money? If you can account for it, can I tell you something? Bible says in Proverbs 21 verse 20, in a rich man's house, there's so much oil to be admired. But guess what? A fool wastes everything that he has. Invariably, what that scripture is saying, that if you finish your income before the end of the month, you are what? Save. Can I hear? You're a fool. Proverbs 19 verse 3, Message version says, people ruin their life by their own hands. Why do God always get blame?
What was the first one?
Proverbs 21:20. Can I tell you 3 reasons why people don't save money? Number 1, there are about 10, but time I'll tell you 3. Number 1, excessive giving. Excessive giving. They want to play God in people's life. You are not a God, and you can never be. People's lack of planning shouldn't be your own emergency.
Just wait.
People's lack of planning shouldn't be your emergency. Why do you allow people to ruin your life by yourself? Can I shock you? Your giving shouldn't be more than 10% of your total income in a month. I love to give. I like to live a given life. But guess what? I can't give you to the point of my poverty. Even God didn't do it. So why should I? After feeding 5,000 people, he said, gather the rest. So even what he took home is more than what he gave. Do you get what I'm just saying?
Yeah.
It's a businessman. So who told you that you must finish your salary on people? And guess what? They will come and run you down. And when they finish your money and you are broke like them, all of you start looking for the next person. They will tell you, you don't finish. Come, there's one sister that just come back from America. Let's go and meet her. Let's know where she will help us. So you have joined in the gang. You can't be anybody's messiah.
Yeah.
Stop playing one. 2 years ago, a young man came to my house crying that the wife is in labor. And my given budget, I only have 30K left. I said, so how much is the level? He said 150,000. Already my 30K cannot even help. It can't help. But guess what? There's something I have that can help. He was crying and I joined the cry. and guess what? We all cry and I cry to the point I stop because I don't want to buy paracetamol. Where will the money come from? Are you getting what I'm saying? I don't have spare cash to waste. So after crying for one, I said, good. So what am I going to do about it? And I said, I don't know. Say, I'll join you in prayer. God will do it. Your lack of planning shouldn't be my emergency. Your wife didn't just get pregnant and want to deliver. Yeah. She has 9 months. If you're not sensible enough to save for the 9 months, you're not qualified to be a father to that baby.
That's right. Very true.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Number 2, when people don't save, they call it emergency. It just came. Give me an example of emergency. House rent. Liar. You have 11 months to pay. Medicals is not. HMO is there. There's no HMO of 5K. Am I lying? So tell me what an emergency. Emergency is simply lack of planning.
Yeah.
When your planning faculty is not working, you call it emergency. I spiritualize it. God will understand. God doesn't understand poverty.
That's right. Yeah. That's
The third reason why people don't save is their unsearchable appetite to impress. Yeah. How would they know that my name is Cornel Agwu? Nobody cares. See, you dropped there today. Hi, yes. Ah, that guy Cornel. Hey, yeah. Ooh, life moves on. See, Lagos wouldn't even know that you have existed. You have disappeared. Why spending to impress? I want to say this. I said, you are the only one that know the value of this wig. We don't know, especially guys. The fake and the original look alike. See, see what I'm saying? So all you're hitting and shaking the head and the brother, you are the only one that know the value. Maybe some of us are managed to take a step further to ask questions, but I don't know the value.
very true.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to fill in the hair so that we can see it. It's not shaking us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, can I go ahead? The second myth is called the myth of earning. So the first one, it says, suddenly they discover that the salary is not enough to take care of expenses. So then I say, oh, if only I can earn more. Have you first done that before? Yeah? If only I can earn more. Yeah. But the question is, you said that the same thing last month.
Yeah.
You said it last year, and something happened to your salary. So what happened to the difference? So earning more is not the problem.
That's right.
Because see, there's something called Pakistan law. Once you earn more, Pakistan law sets in. And Pakistan law also is in the Bible, book of Ecclesiastes. It says, as income grows, so also grow the mouth that consume it. So how do you shut down the mouth? Sow the mouth. The difference between your current income and the future income is not meant to spend, it's meant to invest.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yeah.
The third myth is called the myth of investing. And this is where everybody in Lagos is wrong. Not everybody. Buy land in the Lake there. Ibeduleki is selling. Muwe is selling. Buy land. Guess what? We save, denying ourselves of now. To buy land in Ibeduleki. Okay, I did 4 years ago. I didn't even know where the land is now. I can't even find the boundary. What am I saying, Cornel? Am I saying land is not a property? No. But can we examine something very fast? What is an asset? Who can define? Please, bold enough. So, anything that appreciates in value, right? Yeah. Is an asset. Mm-hmm. Fantastic definition. 50 over 100. What is the purpose of creating asset? Consistent income. Mm-hmm. So if only what I buy appreciates in value, why then did I create an asset? Hey, I like the quietness. But it's scary though. Is anybody doing real estate here? I'm sorry if I'm spoiling your market. Asset is anything that appreciates in value, but and also generates consistent income. Yeah. So once anything appreciates in value alone, shockingly, it's not an asset. It's called what? Acquisition. Acquisition don't pay bills. Asset does. You don't get what I'm saying?
I get you.
So before you rush to buy the land for 1 million, once you pay for the land, see, oh God.
Come on. Good stuff.
Guys, it's what I call gambling. And that's what so many people are doing in Lagos. Gambling investment. Once, see, in investment world, anything that you're hoping for to appreciate is called gambling. I'm hoping that. I'm hoping that all of us have land in the village. Why are we not wealthy? If land will always make us wealthy, why are we not wealthy? But guess what? If you check the blessing of Abraham, land is always the last blessing. You first of all give them cash flow creation. Cash flow before the land. So how do you buy the land? Because what happened is that you need cash flow assets to survive. Then you need asset appreciation to stand as an insurance to your cash flow. So if I have 1 million and Tony is selling land in Ibejuleki for 1 million. So what's the name, sir? Precious have 1 million naira to buy the land. So what's the name? Emmanuel also have 1 million to buy the same land. Precious took the 1 million to give to him. Automatically, what happens? He has a land, right?
Yeah.
At that point, his net worth has grown to by what? By 1 million. That's all. Net worth don't pay bills. Net worth don't buy food in the restaurant. So Emmanuel now took the same 1 million and come to Toyin and say, Toyin, I'm telling this land. Can you give me a payment plan for 12 months? I will give you 100,000 naira every month for 12 months. Instead of paying 1 million, I will pay 1.2 million. Do you think she will agree?
Yes.
She will. Remember what I'm going to say. This one was bulk money. She will finish it. This one is consistent income. She can plan.
Wow.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then Emmanuel now go back to the drawing board. Please follow me carefully.
Yeah.
And do an investment here that generates 100,000 naira every month. Consistent, just 10%. Every month, Toyin get 100,000. Every month, Toyin get 100,000. Guess what? He's doing the same thing that this guy did. But my guy has bought the land and starts struggling on how to raise money to fence it. So everybody in the village knows that I have a land in Lagos. But who he help? So this guy is paying. After 12 months, what happens? He comes to the same level where this guy is. But do you know what happens? He still has his 1 million. He didn't get it right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the 13th month, he goes to fence. This land is still bare. Let's say after 14 months, Omoile said, no, now our land. Giddy. They took the land. Who will cry? Between two of them. This guy won't feel it. You know why? He's not his money.
Yeah.
Asset funded his liabilities. This guy, his savings funded his lifestyle. His also acquisition, sorry. This one, asset is funding his acquisition. This guy, savings is funding his acquisition. And guess what? If he wants to build, he will build faster than him.
Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Why do we buy shares? Because they told us it will appreciate. Why do we buy treasury bills? They told us. Gambling. But guess what? You know what? He will have this land. If you want to buy treasury bills, he will stay buy from this asset. If you want to buy shares, he will stay buy from the same asset. If you want to, anything you want to buy, acquisitions, he can still go ahead and do. Why? Because the cow is still generating milk.
Yeah.
And it's not his savings. Take down this I'm going to say. 3 things. And my 30 minutes will almost be over. Number 1, create assets that always fund your liabilities. Create assets that will always fund your liabilities. Create assets that will always fund your liabilities. Number 2, It's financial foolishness to spend money that have not multiplied himself. It's financial foolishness to spend money that have not multiplied itself. Number 3. Are you there with me?
Yeah.
Number 3. Your income does not determine your wealth. Does not determine your wealth. It is what you do with your income that matters. In other words, income is not equal to wealth. Income. Your income does not determine your wealth. It's what you do with your income that makes difference or that matters. And I said income does not equal to wealth. Do you get it now? Let me share something with you in 5 minutes that I have. Say it again. So, what I'm saying is, as we're leaving this place today, go with this mindset. There are 2 pillars that will sustain you in the economy. Cash flow pillar and asset creation. Cash flow pillar and asset creation. When you go to the route of asset creation first, you'll be poor. I'll say it again. When you go to the route of asset creation first, you'll be asset rich and cash broke. How many of us here have land? You have land in Lagos. Forget, just be proud. My hand is up first. Have you ever tried selling the land? And let the buyer perceive that you are in need of money.
Yeah.
That's the end.
Yeah.
That's it. You will suffer it. But guess what? You need asset creation. Sorry, you need consistent cash flow creation assets to be able to survive. What are the easiest cash flow creation assets you can think about? Skill, income. I call this side scalable business. Scalable business. I call this high income investment. So high skill income, scalable business, and high income investment. So I've heard people always call to say, I have 500,000 naira, Cornel. I have 5 million. What do you think I need to invest in? This one, high income skill, scalable business, and high income investment. So people always call and says, we have this S amount of money in savings. Where do you think we'll put the money in? The question I always ask is, what is your financial goal? Your investment is not far away from your financial goal. Why do you want to invest? The second question I always ask is, what generates that money that you want to invest in? Because here is not the first part. Here is not even the ultimate. Here is the ultimate. High income, high skill income. No matter whatever I do in this room, your target from now to the end of this year is how do you grow your skill to the point where you can generate between 1 million to 10 million naira every month. Consistently back to back. This should be your target. Not where to invest. Not the business to put the money in. Every income you have now should be going into developing this skill.
When you tell people to invest in this skill,
My brother, no, the return on investment is not now. It's not now. How do I do it? So then when I came to Lagos, after Asaba, when I moved to Lagos, what made me to come to Lagos was when I spoke on the same platform with somebody in Calabar. And after speaking, the whole hall was on fire. And guess what? They gave me 5,000. 5K. And the one guy came from Lagos. And it was boring. They flew the guy in, lodged him in a hotel, and gave him 50K. No, something in me rose. Why should you give somebody my tithe? Why should you give me somebody's tithe? I spoke for 1 hour 30 minutes. I think I spoke for 45 minutes. Exactly. I got angry. I went to meet the guy. I said, why? What do you talk? Why not? The guy said, you know, you're a local champion. Said I came from Lagos.
Wow.
I said, hey, so it's Lagos, Abi? God, speak now. I can hear you. And God spoke and I came. Then I met fella. at ADAX. Fela spoke for 5 minutes at ADAX leadership training, something. And guess what? I saw the check. 3.4 million. Huh? How? It's not the same microphone. I mean, their own words are different. But that was when this thing began to make sense to me. Your skill is useless if you can't generate income. I like, see, when I came in, I saw what's on the slide. So there's people I call super skilled but super broke. Gifted to the teeth but broke to the tongue.
That's right. Very true.
Why? Because skill alone is not enough. From your skill, hone it, develop it to a point where you become an expert in your field.
Yeah.
From becoming an expert, push it to the point where you become a professional in that aspect. Then from professionalism, some of us end there. We have all the certification in this world, but it doesn't generate income. Why? Because we're not visible. Nobody knows that you exist. So you have the badass graphic designers. Nothing. Your high income skill is very important. No matter what the skill is, develop it to the point where you can generate 1 million to 10 million naira every month. All right? When you have this money coming in every month, then you begin to think about, okay, so what scalable business can I put this money into that can run without me?
Okay.
What system can I put the money into? Can I generate money without me? All right? That's where I begin to come to this point. Then when you begin to have money consistently from this place, remember I just mentioned about the Maput, all right? The restaurants. Other way is pharmacy. Pharmacy vomit money. And see, you mustn't be a pharmacist to invest in pharmacy. You mustn't. I don't know where we get the concept from. Most drugs they sell to us are given to them for free. Yes, Jesus. But when you begin to generate money from here, guess what? That's when you can start thinking about what investment can I tie the money into. And before you invest in this thing, ask yourself a simple question. What investment can give me between 20 to 60% return on investment every year? So can I summarize this table now? Yes. Please look up, everybody. Please look up. You won't forget what I'm going to say. At this point, your time is equal to money. At this point. At this point, system is equal to money because you're investing in already established system. True or false?
True.
At this point, money is equal to money.
Wow.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's say, for instance, something happened and this one failed, this one disappeared. Will you go broke? No, because it's generating 1 million to 10 million naira every month.
Yeah.
Guess what? Easily, you can reproduce some flow. But guess what? If this collapse, and something happened here, you go back to the village. Does it make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
So from now to 6 months, are we together? Yeah. From now to December, how can you grow that skill to the point where you can generate 1 million?
Yeah.
What scalable business can you put the money into? What investment do you have that can generate between 20 and 60% return on investment every year? Until this is done, can I shock you? You keep living in the same circle over and over and over and over again. But when you do it, your deliverance happens immediately. With this viewpoint of mine, I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
I've not gotten that far where you talk about kids model.
Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate. I know you guys can do better than that. Come on.